You're not trying to be a monster in January.
No, you're not.
right.
March.
It is March.
And it is March.
That's right.
And West Virginia is a tough team.
Sounds like they're the monster in March.
What's that?
Sounds like they're the monster in March.
Well, they're certain, yes.
Not so much Iowa State, though.
I mean, there's a chance they're about to get shook by all the crooks. I mean, walking, talking bucket has you shook. That's all the crooks. Yeah, there's a chance.
Iowa State wasn't even the champion.
West Virginia Mountaineers, they played on the LED court, by the way. Had no problem with it. So
Nope.
good. He said no big deal. Yeah, the court's dancing. I could see people, I mean,
I didn't get my feet on it.
A little
Feel it.
distracting.
just as an athlete, though, or a coach, if you were to lose a game on that court, you certainly are provided an excuse immediately.
Yes.
We're playing on some Mickey Mouse glass court. I mean, we've never done it before, ever. And now we're doing it. Like, you're just giving an opportunity for somebody to whine and bitch about it. Like, that is literally what you are providing. He knew that. He said, like, anytime you're trying something new, you're doing it. And he said, hey, it shouldn't be about enough with the court. Okay, let's put the wood back out here. We got the boys. They could potentially go win the natty. I respect it. But I do appreciate that he's trying things. You're automatically going to be pissing losers off, though. Like, losers of games are going to have an excuse to be mad at you for why you did it. And then you can immediately say, well, both teams are playing on it. Let's move to the NFL. Kyler Murray officially signs a one-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings. That was a cool thing to watch yesterday. I had no idea he was a Minnesota Viking fan growing up. All of a sudden, it feels like a much more beautiful story as Kyler Murray, former #1 overall to the Arizona Cardinals, ends up leaving there, giving them a bit of a cap hit while also getting paid, and in a situation where he could join any team for the vet min, which would be $1.3 million. We saw Russell Wilson do this with the Pittsburgh Steelers as he was still getting paid by the Denver Broncos. Similar situations here. Will Kyler Murray be able to go somewhere and take off? Then you start piecing them together with Kevin O'Connell, and before he was even released from the Cardinals, the dreams were kind of coming together in Minnesota that Kyler Murray was going to lead them back to maybe an NFC title, maybe a Super Bowl. He signs a one-year deal with them. Age, how do you feel about Kyler Murray to Minnesota now that you know that he said that when Brett Favre threw that interception against the Saints, he cried real tears, man. Somebody asked him, how long you been a fan? When does it go back to? He goes, a long time. I mean, I'm going to say something at some point. I'll say it right now, I guess. I cried real tears when Brett Favre threw that interception. And then Minnesota Vikings fans I saw on the internet were like, us too, man. Us too, bro, in its entirety. It sounds even better and it looked even better than I thought it could. And now the football stuff, it's just all fantasy land for what's possible over there, AJ.
Yeah, especially for the Vikings, it's all reward and not really much risk at all. You're only paying your quarterback $1.3 million, getting paid from his previous team, like you said, the Russell Wilson situation. So I think it's a huge positive for all of Minnesota. But what does that quarterback room look like? Like with he and JJ, like what do you think spring ball or OTAs look like? Training camp? I don't know. Are they saying they're competing? What are we doing?
I don't know. Yesterday's press conference sure felt like Kyler was the starting quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings.
It's not like they were introducing the starting QB for the new starting QB. He is here.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present to you the guy that's going to be taking us, and we'll be paying him less money than our still first contract quarterback that we drafted in the first round, J.J. McCarthy. And he'll be our starter. This guy is going to do it, is what it felt like yesterday. I guess they haven't said that. Yeah. Adam Schefter in his tweet said he officially joins quarterback room with J.J. McCarthy. And it's like, well, Schefter's a Michigan man, too. So is he trying to, what's the angle there? We don't know. But it sure felt like Kyler Murray was starting quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. And I guess now it just all comes down to whether or not he can learn the offense, operate the offense. And if he can, Justin Jefferson, Kyler Murray on the same offense. Kevin O'Connell pulling the strings. B-Flow on the defensive side. Ooh. That fan base.
Yep. Scolding.
Yeah. It could be a scary team. They could be a scary matchup.
They could be. They could be.
This ain't the Spurs. Although I do love it. I do love it. I do love it.
I got it.
They could be a very scary team. This could be a problematic situation for you as a Green Bay Packer owner. You know that the Bears are good all of a sudden. Great all of a sudden, I would say. You know the Detroit Lions are going to be good all of a sudden. Yep. Great all of a sudden, I'd say. And now you got the Minnesota Vikings coming back into what they were just a couple years ago when they maybe punched the football gods right in the sack by kicking Sam Darnold out of the building and Daniel Jones out of the building. Does that worry you a little bit, Ty Schmidt, about the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but I also think it's kind of just status quo of the division. When all this stuff happened, it was like, I like the idea of Kyler getting a new opportunity somewhere else, and then, of course, it was going to be in Minnesota, with a guy who everyone respects like Kevin O'Connell. But every other team in that division is good, and I wonder, do you think they play – like, will they bring in, like a Josh Dobbs or, not him, but someone who KOC has had there before to kind of help Kyler throughout the process, because that is kind of the one thing that everyone, has been talking about is, well, for Kevin O'Connell's system, like a big part of Kyler Murray's game is playing outside of that. He wants to run, all that kind of stuff. Like it's very similar to what people were saying about Caleb Williams, it seems like, and is he going to be able to fit in with Ben Johnson's system? And obviously that was, people jumped on that the first couple weeks of the season when he wasn't playing well, but we saw how that ends. So I think, if you're a Vikings fan, you're thinking because that is, as a Packers fan, you didn't know early on, but once JJ was the starting quarterback last year, it was like, this team is not beating the Packers. And I'm sure every other team in the division felt like that.
I didn't like that they were saying Minnesota.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I didn't like that they were saying
There's
that.
a lot of that.
Yeah, there was a lot of that immediate reaction to Kyler because he is shorter than any quarterback that's ever had success.
As many tonight, but we are underway as the Tigers win the opening tip.
It's really a different change.
Every other team in the division felt like that.
I didn't like that they were saying Minnesota.
Yeah.
As many tonight, but we are underway as the Tigers. As many tonight, but we are underway as the Tigers win the opening tip.
It's really a different change.
Every other team in the division felt like that.
I didn't like that they were saying Minnesota.
Yeah.
As many tonight.
Every other team in the division felt like that.
I didn't like that they were saying Minnesota.
Yeah.
As many tonight.
Carpeting. Wallpaper.
Chairs.
Same as Shepard's.
Bathrooms.
Sinks. Plates. Forks. Soap dispensers.
Toilet paper. Toilets.
Parking spots.
Team meeting.
Lamps.
Whistles. Everything. Got F's.
Footballs.
Those are Dukes.
Wow.
Okay,
Do we know that?
I don't know. I think they bought Wilson.
Don't you? It was hard. Hey, don't you bring the NFL into this?
They bought Wilson's.
Don't you do that? Anyways, that whole building was. That's literally what that building was. So maybe Kyler, being who he is, top 10 draft pick in MLB and NFL, was a little underwhelmed with everything that was going on in Arizona. Maybe he was just a little bit like, how is this what it is? And now he gets a chance to kind of refresh, rewrite his entire story. It's like, I like anybody going to KOC's offense that can throw a football. I really like somebody that's super motivated and loved the team as a kid. Mm-hmm. Like that is
huge bonus. I think, especially with Kyler, learning that made me, oh my gosh, this is how it was meant to be.
Legit. Titans had a huge party last night, debuting their new logo and patches. Love the effort they put into the celebration. We had confetti, we had music, we had lights, we had an entire celebration, a little bit of a party. The boys were out there. It looks like Borgans and Bob are kind of doing their thing over there for the Tennessee Titans down in the absolutely electrifying city of Nashville. The whole world is at their disposal down there in Nashville. Hopefully they're able to win some games as Everett gets a shot on the stage. Good for the Gram. I appreciate him doing that. As PR guy for the Tennessee Titans, formerly of the Houston Texans. Good to us.
Legend.
This guy is very good to us. He had to make sure he got a shot for the Gram there for himself up on top, as he should. Respect that. But I like how much positive momentum there is seemingly behind the Titans. And their logo was leaked by the Fanatics hat release.
Yep.
And everybody kind of shit on them. It's going to look good.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to look really good. I think it does look good. And good for the city having some positive shit, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville's awesome. We know that. Where was that? Was that at the Bridgestone Arena? Is that what that whole celebration is?
I'm not sure.
It looks like it's almost that big, but wouldn't it be weird to be the guys that have to wear the full uniform and pads and show up at on a stage with a symphony playing next to you? It looks great, but that's kind of an awkward situation to be in.
All right, let me go ahead and put on my costume. Ain't that what you're doing on game day, H?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And then you got all your buddies and you're running your heads into each other. This one, you're taking a mic and you're chatting with running shoes on.
This is at the Pinnacle, downtown Nashville. And I'll tell you what, this might have been the Pinnacle jersey release that we have seen. Good celebration over there for the Tennessee Titans. Good positive vibes. As we wrap up here on ESPN, we'll head over to Do the News on ESPN News.
Nice.
And then we'll go into the greatest weekend of all time. Then we're back on Monday. We will obviously have another hour of spectacular shit.
So
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We got Q Rich joining us. Obviously, talk a little NBA because the NBA is happening. First Take Get Up, all NBA.
That's it.
2 hours.
normally is.
Big night.
I felt like we were missing stuff. Luka won. Damn.
Awesome. Pointing every time after every bucket. I love it.
Female ref. What was that camera person doing?
That can't happen.
Get off the floor.
All right. Have an incredible weekend. We appreciate you all. Good luck to all the athletes doing their thing this weekend. Goodbye.
The game will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. What are you doing? Bath time.
Rated R. 2, here I come. Rated R.
Yo, AI, I know you're all about the footwear, so I got you something.
One big shoe?
Flip it over. Boom! It's a shoe phone, huh? And look, you can play Prize Picks on it.
You're right.
Answer it. Hello? Hello? Oh, reception's a little spotty. Gotta pump it up. There you go.
That's not how phones work.
Download today. New users play $5 and get $50 instantly in site credits. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
BK, ESPN is now the home of MLB.TV.
So all out-of-market games, live or on demand, plus all your favorite sports on ESPN. We need to tell the people, Carl.
We're doing it right now.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.TV. All out-of-market games, live or on demand, all in one place.
What's the secret to peak health? Going micro with Noom. Micro habits, micro wins, even microdose GLP-1s.
I can lose up to 11 pounds in 30 days? Heck yeah!
Now starting at just $99.
Yes, I actually won.
See this? It just arrived from Deal Dash, a Nintendo Switch 2.
Look what I just won. I love Deal Dash.
With millions of auctions, you too can start winning, like this.
I got this amazing Japanese knife set for just 75 cents.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And today, new users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings
and free shipping from our U.S. warehouses.
Force Factor Creatine builds muscle and strength, improves recovery, and boosts cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine contains 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each serving. Search Amazon for Force Factor Creatine today.
If you owe the IRS, you know they're coming for their money, and they'll get it. By garnishing your wages, seizing your bank account, or maybe even taking your home or business. They call it enforced compliance. And you'd better watch out, because the penalties and interest can pile up, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't go it alone. You need the experts at Optima Tax Relief now. One call starts the process to help stop the demand letters and stop aggressive collection actions. They get to work immediately, fighting to protect your assets and helping you get the best deal possible. Optima is A-rated with the Better Business Bureau and has resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for their clients. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Optima now for a free confidential consultation.
For your free consultation, call 800-736-5459. 800-736-5459. That's 800-736-5459.
Optima Tax Relief.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're watching ESPN's Champ Week. It is presented by Principal, and we welcome you to the SEC Men's Basketball Tournament, where Broadway is now Big Blue, as in nation. The Kentucky Wildcats have made a statement here in Music City, and the fans are responding. Today, they get their toughest test yet. The defending national champions, who have more and more believing in back-to-back glory days for the Florida Gators, partly because of Thomas Houck, and arguably the best front court we've seen in a long time. Ruben Chinulu is the Defensive Player of the Year. He's the Scholar Athlete of the Year in the SEC, and he is a double-double machine. They're dealing with Kentucky, who's feeling really good about themselves. Yesterday, they got great plays from their guards late. Otega Owe and Denzel Aberdeen, who beat the shot clock and ultimately helped beat Missouri. Kentucky's won 2 in a row at the tournament for the first time since 2018. Tennessee, well, their freshman phenom, Nate Amen, dealing with a bulky leg. Well, he scored 27 and got stronger and stronger as the day wore on, and they said so long to Auburn. How about the 15 seed? Ole Miss, they hold off Georgia. How'd they do it? A.J. Storr and the former Kentucky Wildcat, Travis Perry, with 4 threes. And lo and behold, the 11th seed Sooners roll past A&M.
The SiriusXM app, an immersive listening experience that brings you closer to everything and everyone you love. Music, sports, talk, comedy, news, and podcasts. Subscribe now and listen for free for 3 months. See offer details.
During the day, and then you get to see Arkansas and Alabama, the 3 and 2 seed, later tonight on the SEC Network. Welcome, everybody. Great to be here. Of course, alongside my partner, Jimmy Dykes, and soon to be joined by Alyssa Lang. I'm Carl Ravitch. It feels like Florida's tournament again. Kentucky will have a lot to say about it, but what leads many to believe Florida can go back-to-back?
Well, this is where they started last year. They run to the national title, and they are capable of doing it again. One of the 3 or 4 teams are the odds-on favorite to cut down the nets at that Final Four. Rabbit, we know they are built for March. Why? Because they're led by a front line that is the best in all of college basketball. Starts off with Thomas Houck, who I think is the most difficult matchup at the 3 spot in the college game today. Man, has he gone to another level this year. Alex Condon in the last 5 or 6 games, nothing finesse about 21 games. He is all about kicking your tail inside that painted area of the floor. Ruben Kinyulu, what does he do? He's a walking double-double, the defensive player of the year in this league. I think he's the national defensive player of the year. Those 3 guys combined for 33 points and 25 rebounds. They are hard to handle.
They are, and they like to get out and run. Good afternoon, Alyssa. Joel Lenardi says Florida is playing for a 1 seed with a win or 2 today.
Yeah, and there's a lot on the line, of course, when you play in this SEC tournament. I talked to head coach Todd Golden a few minutes ago about what his message is to this team. He said last year, this is what sparked a great postseason for us, ending in an eventual national championship. I caught up with Thomas Houck as well, who said this is an opportunity to build momentum, to get any of those postseason jitters out on a neutral floor, a loud floor with a lot to play for here at the SEC tournament. This is a Florida team that won the SEC by an average of over 17 points per game. They are title-minded, starting with that title on Sunday here in Nashville.
They're on an 11-game win streak. 9 of their 11 wins have come by double digits.